Where are we at with our campaigns? This is one of those questions that pretty much every single marketing director out there wants to be able to answer at a glance. So I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of an Airtable system that we built that reports on return on ad spend, budget, revenue, and performance from a bird's eye view. Stick with us to the very end to see how we built a feature that tells us which projects have the highest impact relative to the amount of effort that it takes to pull them off. In order for us to report on all of our campaigns, we need the data to live in one place. We all know that for most marketing teams, this isn't nearly their reality. In real life, campaign data lives across multiple tools. That could mean that spend lives in one system, performance data lives in another, status updates come through Slack or email. We need a system that connects all the data together under one roof. Otherwise, every report that we spent 2 hours on a Friday afternoon to compile is pretty much stale by the time it's created. We end up reporting on the past rather than on what's happening right now. So our goal with this Airtable system is to build a dashboard that organizes the key data under one roof and answers the questions that leadership is already asking without anyone having to compile reports or send manual updates. All right, so what we've got here is our executive dashboard page within our marketing leader interface. This page is going to show us how many campaigns are on track, how many campaigns are at risk, and how many campaigns are overdue. And I'm going to show you the fields in the back end that can help you build this same structure for yourself. We also have charts here that give us a quick summary of what is the return on ad spend by our campaign type, whether that's an event, training, consumer marketing campaign, a lead generation campaign, product launch, etc. We can also see a quick pie chart of how our campaign risk status is turning up based on a risk status field that I'll show you in the back end as well. We can also see a quick chart that shows us the launch dates of all the campaigns and how many campaigns are launching every month. And at the bottom, we can see the list of campaigns along with the key reporting metrics like the exact return on ad spend, the budget remaining percentage, the total revenue, total spend, total budget, and budget remaining currency value. Every time we open up one of these campaigns, we'll see the high-level details that connect to the other interfaces that we've shown in previous videos. So every time a manager changes a value in their view of the system, it will update here on this reporting dashboard. You can see the budget remaining, the return on ad spend, total budget, etc. And a few other details around the campaign brief, the projects that are related to this campaign, and any assets that have been created under this campaign. So the idea is give your executive leaders a bird's eye view into every single campaign that is going on within your pipeline. Now, if we jump to the data layer, we can see how these campaign reporting metrics are created. So we have a risk status field, which is just a drop down, single select with various options that someone will manually set every week or every 2 weeks or whatever your reporting period is based on. We have an overdue status. This field is actually a formula. This gets automatically calculated based on the launch date. If that launch date is in the future, then the campaign is currently on time. If it's in the past, then this campaign gets marked as overdue. One really cool thing about formulas in Airtable is that you can color code the output of that formula. So if I want overdue to show up as red and on time to show up as green, I can set that here. Now we have a budget status formula that is also here. So this budget status is based on the total spend being less than or equal to the amount of the total budget times 0.9. So once we've reached 90% of the total budget, it will go from within budget to nearing budget. And if that spend exceeds the total budget, then it will get marked as over budget. And again, we've got these single select color coded outputs for this formula here. Next, we have our total budget, which is a currency field, our total spend, which is also a currency field, and then a budget remaining percentage field. This budget remaining percentage field is going to be based on the total budget minus the total spend divided by the total budget. So it's a ratio based on the difference between the budget and the spend. We also have our budget remaining formula. This is just a formula field that is the difference between the total budget and the total spend. We have total revenue. This is a manually input field. And then we have our return on ad spend field, which is the total revenue divided by the total spend. Okay, so if our revenue is $1 million and our total spend is 100,000, our ROAS will be 10, and that's a great number, right? So this allows us to quickly assess the performance of all of the campaigns based on the actual amount of revenue that was generated in relation to the spend. So jumping back to the dashboard, all of these values get updated in real time. So as my managers are working in their system, updating the revenue, updating the spend, the dashboard from a leadership perspective will update in real time as well. Listen, if you want to kickstart your build process, the template for this entire system is available in my community. Just hit the link in the description to grab it for yourself. To round this whole thing out, that last dashboard showed us what's happening right now, and this dashboard is going to show us what's worth the effort and worth continuing in the future. So what we have created here is an impact dashboard. This impact dashboard is designed to show us the project impact and the project effort by month. So on a project by project basis, we are assigning an impact score and an effort score. As you can see down here, every single project has an impact score and an effort score. The impact is how much value is created by this type of project, and the effort is how much effort is required in order to pull it off. The impact and effort scores are subjective measurements that are assigned at the project type level. So for every single project type, we assign an impact and an effort score, and those two scores get pulled into every project based on what project type is assigned to it. The impact and effort scores on the project type level are assigned a value of 1 through 5, with 5 being the highest impact and highest effort, and 1 being the lowest impact and the lowest effort. So on these charts, we can see that for every month, we can assess the relative impact of all the projects we did in that month. August was a peak for the period we're looking at on the chart right now. And on the right-hand side, we can see something similar where we can see the relative effort that we had to apply that month in order to deliver that kind of impact. In the back end, we can see on our projects table, we have a project type field, and this links to the project types table, and there's only one project type for every project. The impact score is going to be pulled from that project type as a lookup, and so will the effort score. On the projects types table is where we're going to assign those impact and effort scores. So we only have to assign the impact and effort scores one time for every single project type, and we've only got 10 project types here. So rather than trying to think of that subjective number for every new project, we assign it once at the project type level, and those scores get propagated to every one of the linked projects. This may look like a reporting tool, but in reality, it's a planning tool disguised as a report. You can take one look at this chart and start assessing how to plan your future quarters based on the impact and the effort that you have scheduled out for the future months. With this system, the data reports on itself. Leadership can jump into this system and these dashboards at any time to see the campaign performance, the return on ad spend, the impact versus the effort of various projects that we're completing at any given time. And at the end of the quarter, the team has a chart that shows them exactly where they created the most value. The template for this entire system is available in my community. The link is in the description. Just click that link and grab it, because in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how we built onto this system to manage how marketing projects and campaigns enter the system in the first place. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.